Test, test. 1, 2, test. Audio test, check. Test 1, test. Presenters, please introduce the next presenter as noted on the program when you have finished handing out your awards. Thank you.
Why are the books not here? Oh, there's a bunch up here.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, look, see, these are all the foreign language ones. And then the history must be here and here or something?
I don't see it.
It's all right, you'll be the only one without a book.
God dang it.
Oh wait, is there one up here?
No. I ordered it. No, I am panicked because I ordered it and it wasn't here.
Well, let's ask Mark. Where's Mark? Let's ask Mark first.
No, it's Mark.
It's probably in the office. Yeah. Hello, people.
Oh, I can't do that.
Where are you? He said he hadn't received one last
Well,
week.
I asked my.
I don't know where it is. I'm back there. It's not there.
But actually, but you can see, you know. I said,
Oh, wait.
you don't mind.
I know there's. Wait. No, it's.
So are all the?
I
Wait,
can- I can
aren't we?
send-
We're not supposed to print them out.
No, but I just do because I make notes.
Where are they?
Good morning. Welcome to the University School of Milwaukee Honors Assembly for the class of 2019. My name is Stuart Cushman. I'm the head of the upper school, and I'm honored to welcome our esteemed faculty, guests, parents, students, and most especially the class of 2019. Today, we give special recognition to those students who have distinguished themselves academically, artistically, athletically, and through civic and school engagement. The honorees have been selected from among a group of very strong students. I'm proud of all our students. The individuals who soon will be called to the stage to receive awards are examples of all your fine work, all your effort, all your excellence. I'd like to first acknowledge some of the special guests who we have with us this morning who are here to help us give these honors. Please hold your applause. The President of the University School Board of Trustees, Mr. Andrew Petzold, our head of school, Mrs. Laura Fuller, former faculty, Mrs. Mary Basson, Mr. Stephen Bremer, Mrs. Roseanne Lyons, Mr. John Stevens. The president of our Alumni Association, Mr. Andy Gordon, class of 1998, Mrs. Marnie Omer, class of 1991, Mrs. Alice Reed, class of 1972, Mr. David Routier, class of 2014, Mrs. Margie Stratton, class of 1984, and Mrs. Mary Dengel. And now, to start us off, I invite Mrs. Fuller to the podium to deliver our Alumni Service Award.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. One of the many strengths of our school is its long history. It dates back to the earliest predecessor schools in 1851. And along with this extensive history comes a long line of students who, like you, have proudly walked across their school's stage upon graduation, and then proceeded to become integral members of the school community as alumni. Members of the class of 2019, you will soon be University School of Milwaukee alumni, a role we hope that you assume with pride. In 1984, the USM Alumni Association introduced the Alumni Service Award to recognize university school or predecessor school graduates for their service. Since then, 37 alumni have been recognized based on the criteria of this esteemed award, which reads as follows. The Alumni Service Award is given to the alumnus or alumna by the University School Alumni Board of Directors in grateful recognition of achievements in working toward the betterment of University School of Milwaukee and the community which it serves. And today, on behalf of the USM Alumni Association, we are pleased to award 2 alumni who continue to have a tremendous impact on the life of USM and the greater Milwaukee community through their commitment to volunteerism and philanthropy. As husband and wife, this dynamic duo are great ambassadors of USM and the school's culture of generosity. Elizabeth Teipel Wigdale is a 3rd-generation alumna, following the legacy set by her parents and her grandmother. Libby, as she is affectionately called by her classmates and family, is famous for her sympathetic nature and innate love of people. This is evidenced by her volunteerism and philanthropy in the greater Milwaukee community, supporting numerous organizations and causes. Libby is a longstanding member of the Service Club of Milwaukee, docent emeritus at the Milwaukee Art Museum, and past reunion volunteer. Upon graduation, Libby matriculated at UC Berkeley. She and her husband Jim, MCDS class of 55, have worked tirelessly championing many causes throughout the greater Milwaukee community, from the Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Milwaukee to the United Way and to University School of Milwaukee. James B. Wigdale, Jim, again, MCDS class of 55, entered Country Day School in the 8th grade. Upon graduation, Jim was elected class prefect and matriculated at Stanford. Shortly after Jim graduated from Stanford, he returned to Milwaukee, where he joined the M&I Bank, now BMO Harris. Jim excelled at M&I, eventually rising to the ranks of chairman and CEO. Jim has committed much of his life to giving back to a community that has given him so much. He is a member of the University School Board, Endowment Board, trustee of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater America, member of the MSOE Board of Regents, chairman of the Medical College of Wisconsin, former chair and director of the Columbia St. Mary's Hospital and Foundation, just to name a few. Jim has been granted honorary degrees from the Medical College of Wisconsin, MSOE, and Ripon College. In addition to the contributions to their volunteerism and leadership positions, Libby and Jim Wigdale continue to encourage super users of the School of University School, actually. They have put many, many graduates through. There are two here today who are going to accept the reward. Ryan Kennedy, of course, class of 2019, and Michael Kennedy, class of 2022. But they also have a son and 10 other grandchildren who have graduated from university school. I'd like to call Andy Gordon up to join me at the stage. Andy is the president of our Alumni Association, is going to help me with the presentation. And I want to say now that if Ryan and Michael could come up, it is with great pleasure that I present the 2019 Alumni Service Award to Libby and Jim Wigdale with sincere appreciation for their many years of service to the school. All right, guys, we're going to just, so we can't find the picture. That's all good. Isn't that fun? So we'll shake the hands and take the picture, okay? So you guys turn around. There you go. Oh, where's the photographer? No photographer. Oh, right over there. There they are. Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. You get such a picture. Let me get this out of your way.
Thank you, Mrs. Fuller. We are honored to receive such a generous award on behalf of our grandparents, Mumsy and Poppy. We want to thank the Alumni Board of Directors for honoring our grandparents in this amazing way. We can both say that without a doubt, our grandparents have been our greatest role models and people we strive to be more like each day.
Our grandparents have taught us lessons that each person has their own story and no one story is better than another. But what is important is the impact you can make on others. How you affect others' stories is the key to living a fulfilling life. The positive impacts you can make to your family, friends, and greater community can make life so much sweeter.
My grandparents have supported over 100 seasons of USM sports. Yes, 100 seasons. It's likely you've all seen Poppy standing up on the glass of the ice rink or watching sports from Coach 40 Stadium, always with Mumsy by his side. Mumsy and Poppy have always emphasized the importance of impacting your community, whether through athletics, academics, volunteering, or other activities.
We are extremely grateful to accept this award on behalf of our grandparents and know that their efforts haven't gone unnoticed. They've been the greatest role models in our lives, and we couldn't be luckier to have them. Thank you.
I now invite Mr. Ruben Sotolongo to the podium to deliver an ROTC scholarship.
Good morning, y'all. It is an honor for me to be here this morning. Army ROTC, what does that stand for? Reserve Officer Training Corps. Is demanding and it complements the traditional college courses. It helps develop confidence, self-discipline, and leadership skills that come along with having earned a degree and a commission in the Army officership program. The standards for admission into the Army ROTC program are quite high, as they must be since the individuals who complete this training are to be ultimately entrusted with the lives of American soldiers. This person has met those high standards, and we are extremely proud of him. I'm here to present a 4-year scholarship to Tulane University in the amount of $233,440 to Flynn Wirtz.
We now recognize the class of 2019 salutatorian and valedictorian. These two students have maintained the highest grade point averages over their years in the upper school. Their scholarship and their dedication to academics is significant. I ask the students named to please come forward. The class of 2019 salutatorian, having earned the second highest grade point average, is Ellie Norman. The class of 2019 valedictorian, having earned the highest grade point average, is Abby Frankel. This year, through the auspices of the Governor's Office of the State of Wisconsin, we give special recognition to one of our seniors who cannot be here this morning because he is off doing academic endeavors. So I will read in his absence from the Office of the Governor, whereas Ayush Karan of Muskego was named a finalist in the Regeneron Science Talent Research 2019, the nation's oldest and most prestigious science and math competition for high school seniors, and whereas Ayush Karan has demonstrated that he is one of our country's best and brightest young minds by being just one of 40 students named as a finalist in the Talent Search for 2019, and whereas Ayush was nominated for his project entitled Generating Set for Non-Zero Determinant Links under Skein Relation. Now therefore, I, Tony Evers, Governor of the State of Wisconsin, do hereby congratulate Ayush Karan and extend best wishes for continued excellence. So in his absence, let us applaud for Ayush. And now Mr. Snyder will recognize the Rotary Club Service Award winners.
The North Shore Rotary Service Above Self Award. The Matt and Genevieve Zenzinen Service Above Self Award, given each year by the Milwaukee North Shore Rotary, recognizes a junior boy and a junior girl that display admirable traits, character, and who participate in their school and greater community, and who devote time and service to others. The male recipient. His main objective when he serves is simple: to inspire. He focuses his service on helping children through the United Community Center. He leads campers through games, academic workshops, and other activities. At USM, he is a student council representative, a student admissions ambassador, a Spanish Honor Society officer, a member of the Latinx Affinity Club, Social Justice Club, and the school yearbook. He truly understands what it means to be a part of something bigger than himself. We are proud to honor Eibar Robledo as this year's male recipient. The North Shore female recipient. At University School, she has played an integral role in our tutoring programs, Operation Dream, and Our Next Generation. Through these organizations, she has had a direct impact on younger children through her mentorship and one-on-one tutoring. Outside of school, she has given countless hours of her time mentoring younger students at the Milwaukee Chinese Community Youth Leadership Academy. This experience has given her an outlet to teach others about the value of honoring ethnic and cultural diversity. We are proud to honor Lisa Wong as this year's female recipient. Next up is Mr. Mullen with the Mary Basson English Award.
Good morning. The Mary P.D. Basson English Award is presented annually to that member of the senior class who has exhibited both academic excellence and a genuine love of literature and language. The award honors Mary P.D. Basson and her 38-year tenure at University School. Intelligent, demanding, and creative, Ms. Basson shaped the pedagogy of the English department and served as a model teacher for her colleagues. Her high standards and thoughtfully conceived lessons were an inspiration to the many students she taught to read and write with passion and joy. Here to present the award is Mary P.D. Basson.
Thank you, Mr. Mullen. It's a pleasure for me to be on this stage once again. This year's winner of the English Department Award is a words person through and through. He has an eye for detail, often noticing the nuance in a particular phrase that enriches his own and others' appreciation of a text. Yet for all that, there's nothing flashy about him. In class, his contributions are marked by their authenticity. He's genuinely curious about characters and what their journeys can teach him. For all that he's done to foster an appreciation of the way that stories can bring meaning to our lives, the English Department Award goes to Duncan Petrie. And now next comes Ellen Schuler to give out the Fine Arts Awards.
The Mary Knoll Outstanding Achievement in Art Award. This award is presented to a senior who has demonstrated unrelenting enthusiasm to explore visual culture and a sincere drive to understand and achieve artistic excellence. The award goes out to a student who embodies the hard work and dedication it takes to be called an artist. A very dedicated student to her craft, this artist doesn't limit herself to only one style of art. As a matter of fact, she has taken almost all the arts classes we have to offer. She is always open to suggestions for honing her craft. She is not only focused, but also kind and positive to her peers in the classroom and beyond. If you can't find her during the day, just come up to the art studios and you will find her diligently working and reworking her craft. This year's art award goes to Sheila Norzet. The Theater Award. True thespians must be willing to take physical and emotional risks. They must understand how to deconstruct a character with a combination of intellect and empathy. And finally, they must be extraordinary listeners and leaders as they blend seamlessly, organically into an ensemble. There is no better senior that embodies these qualities better than this individual. Her love for the craft and her willingness to be vulnerable has created the model for all participants. And due to her insatiable appetite to be involved, she was able to model for all 12 shows during her tenure in the program. Congratulations to Maya Thompson. The Trident Award. The theme for this year's Trident Yearbook is astrology, and this young woman's success was written in the stars. She has been a leader on the yearbook for 4 years, dedicating countless hours of her time to create amazing layouts and custom art images. Her positive attention to all of the details helped connect all of the constellations this year. She has stepped up time and time again to take on formidable tasks with dedication and confidence. She is a strong and compassionate leader who has vision and has led our team of Trident staff to a year where we submitted most our deadlines early. We are excited to award the 2019 Trident Editor-in-Chief Award to Anna Karadimas. Up next is Mr. Lipschutz.
Hola, bonjour. Ni hao. The Chinese Award. This year, the Chinese Award goes to a student who came into a world language class at a greater disadvantage than other USM students. Prior to USM, he had very limited experience with foreign languages. However, his passion for Chinese, his determination to succeed, and his resilience to overcome obstacles have made him as a great role model for his peers. Acquiring Chinese has not been a smooth ride for him, yet he puts his head down and perseveres and is willing to go above and beyond. He opens his heart and mind to embrace cultures and develop a diverse global perspective through this learning experience. He becomes a better version of himself each day. The Chinese Award goes to Josh Wilborn Hinton. The French Award. Our French Award winner embodies what it means to be a Francophone, which means a French speaker, if you didn't know that. As an officer of the Francophone Cultures Club, he promotes French language and cultural events at USM. From bringing in his homemade macaron to serving Moroccan mint tea, he has been a mainstay in our French-speaking community. In addition, twice hosting a French student and traveling with USM to France has made him very proficient. And he's also been popular with the exchange students in Brest. One of them expressed her amazement at how he explained the sport of baseball in detail, and all in French. Félicitations to Trevor Smith. The Harvey J. Raymaker Latin Award. The Harvey J. Raymaker Latin Award honors the lifelong commitment to Milwaukee Country Day School of Harvey J. Raymaker, a teacher of English and Latin from 1919 to his retirement in 1963. The Latin Book Award goes to a senior who has completed 4 years of Latin at a high level. In the short time that I have known her, she has demonstrated a true love and passion for the Latin language, a language that requires discipline, attention to detail, and the unique ability to focus on the details while still understanding the larger context. From the poetry of Virgil and Catullus to the prose of Cicero and Caesar, she has committed herself to the work of translating, analyzing, understanding, and even teaching the many words of the ancients that still ring true. Magno cum gaudio, this year's Latin Award goes to Grace Leverett.
The 2019 Latin Award goes to Grace Leverett. The 2019 Latin Award goes to Grace Leverett. The 2019 Latin Award goes to Grace Leverett. The 2019 Latin Award goes to Grace Leverett. The 2019 Latin Award goes to Grace Leverett. The 2019 Latin Award goes to Grace Leverett. The 2019 Latin Award goes to Grace Leverett. The 2019 Latin Award goes to Grace Leverett. The 2019 Latin Award goes to Grace Leverett. The 2019 Latin Award goes to Grace Leverett. The 2019 Latin Award goes to Grace Leverett. The 2019 Latin Award goes to Grace Leverett. The 2019 Latin Award goes to Grace Leverett. The 2019 Latin Award goes to Grace Leverett. The 2019 Latin Award goes to Grace Leverett. The 2019 Latin Award goes to Grace Leverett. The 2019 Latin Award goes to Grace Leverett. The 2019
lastly, the Spanish Department Award. Few students have stepped into our Spanish classrooms as tenacious, talented, and truly invested in learning. Consistently exceeding expectations, this modest and disciplined student exudes intellectual curiosity, often asking questions and challenging ideas, whether it involves expanding her vocabulary or deepening her understanding of literary analysis. Excuse me. My eyes have just gone away. She is always seeking to improve. She even found time to participate in cultural and service opportunities through Spanish Honor Society. For demonstrating superior academic skills, pursuing personal excellence, and thinking independently and creatively, the Spanish department finds that Grace Petzold epitomizes what it means to be a USM graduate. Enhorabuena, Grace Petzold. And now up to introduce the Music Awards is Ellen Schuler.
The Band Award. This year's recipient of the Band Award goes to a student who is a band lifer, one who has participated in the band program every year since the 5th grade. She has also played in the jazz band, pep band, numerous pit orchestras, hallway caroling at Grandparents and Special Friends Day, and solo and ensemble festivals. Throughout, she has shown leadership by learning her music carefully, preparing for rehearsals diligently, and entertaining Dr. Schuler endlessly, probably the most important part. Having become an indispensable part of each group, she will be missed next year. The Band Award goes to Aisha Kazi. The Choral Award. If you look up the definition of what it takes to be a good choir member, you will find this list: commitment, responsibility, self-awareness, trust, attentiveness, consideration for others, and a strong sense of teamwork. This list defines perfectly this year's choir award winner. A member of USM's choir program since 5th grade, she is a very dedicated and committed singer. She is attentive not only to herself and the music, but also to all others in the choir. She never hesitates to help singers in and out of class, and she has the biggest heart when it comes to working as a team. She goes above and beyond to strengthen her skills and knowledge in the art of singing. It is an honor to give this year's choir award to Meg Stewart. The Orchestra Award. The Orchestra Award goes to a student who has had a strong and positive influence in the orchestra this year. This student always showed up to rehearsals and concerts prepared and offered positive suggestions. The student also reached outside the USM community and did service by performing in senior living homes every semester. Always willing to help with the orchestra team, this student not only played his instrument in concerts, but was also willing to play other instruments in concerts when needed. This year's Orchestra Award goes to Ethan Rossler. The Civic Music Association Award. The Civic Music Award has been given to outstanding musicians in the greater Milwaukee area since 1927. It goes to a student who demonstrates leadership and musical artistry, both in school and the community. Also a band lifer, our award winner is a member of concert band, jazz band, pep band, middle school and upper school pit orchestras, and hallway carolers. She is perhaps the quietest leader ever in the band room. She shows the whole ensemble exactly how to be a band student. Set up, warm up, listen, then play your best at all times. The Civic Music Award goes to Ellie Norman. Next up is Mr. Eason.
The Stephen J. Bremer History Award. The Stephen J. Bremer History Award is presented each spring to that member of the senior class who has exhibited both academic excellence and intellectual curiosity about the complex and fascinating history of our world. The award honors Steve Bremer and his 39-year tenure at University School as a celebrated teacher and department chair. He inspired hundreds of students with his encyclopedic knowledge and his commitment to their success. Steve, please come forward and present the award.
Thank you, Mr. Eason. This year's History Award winner possesses not only intellectual curiosity, but also a willingness to tackle challenging ideas. He comes to class prepared to discuss the homework and consistently displays a thorough knowledge of other perspectives gained from other classes or from his own independent intellectual engagement with the world. He uses his background knowledge not to flex his intellectual muscle, but rather to pry open new questions and observations for his classmates. Those classmates respect his ability to deal with complexity and to introduce nuance into class discussions. The winner of this year's History Award is Sam Mackey. Now to present the Mathematics Award, Mrs. Rebecca Steinbach.
The Math Department Award. This year's recipient of the Math Department Award has taken all the courses offered by the Math Department by doubling up in math in his senior year with AP Statistics and Multivariable Calculus. He excels at making connections between the disciplines, like his proof of a statistics formula using calculus and his award-winning science fair project involving a previously unproven conjecture from mathematics. He has triumphed in the math contest arena with a perfect score at the MSOE math meet. He was the first place student in the entire state in the Wimmel math contests and was the first USM student to qualify for the USA Math Olympiad this millennium. This year's winner is currently competing at the Intel International Science and Engineering Fair. The upper school is pleased to present this year's Math Award to Ayush Karan. Next up is Mr. Hoyne with the Science Award.
The Bausch and Lomb Science Award, a bronze medal and certificate, is presented each year to winners in schools throughout the U.S. and Canada. The award is especially significant because it recognizes the junior student who has attained excellence in science. As winner of the award, this student is eligible for receipt of a scholarship at the University of Rochester, as well as additional merit awards and financial aid. This year's winner of the Bausch and Lomb Science Award has demonstrated high achievement in all science courses and has shown a consistent pursuit of scientific knowledge through the 3 years in the upper school. The science faculty describes him as energetic and endlessly inquisitive. A persistent problem solver, he is always looking at the big picture and understands how knowledge in different disciplines is linked together. Details are his forte. His class notes are legendary. To paraphrase his recent speech, it is not later, it is not maybe. The winner of the Bausch and Lomb Science Award is now Raul Mullick. Next up is Nikki Lusick.
The Rotary Award for Innovation and Technology was inspired by Michael David Rotary, an alumnus from the class of 2014, currently a senior at RIT, double majoring in engineering and computer science. David laid the very foundation for the Lubar Center when he suggested that we create the House of Technology in 2010 to serve the evolving needs of technology and innovation in the USM community. The Rotary Award for Technology and Innovation extends outside of university to serve others in the community. He is here with us today to introduce this year's award recipient, Michael David Rotary.
The Rotary Award for Innovation and Technology recognizes a senior who exemplifies an aptitude and commitment to innovation and technology within and outside of University School of Milwaukee in today's rapidly evolving technology landscape. The award honors a student who has provided ongoing service to others' technology needs in the House of Technology, where he also led on the national technology stage when he presented at the ISTE conference on 3D printing in education to encourage others and teach them to use contemporary tools to solve problems. He has been a leader and active participant on the USM robotics team since its inception. He worked on the build team, in business development to increase funding for the program, and in marketing to develop a social media presence that tells the team's amazing story. Congratulations to the winner of the inaugural Rotary Award for Innovation and Technology, Spencer Endress. Next up, Mr. Cushman.
I'd like to acknowledge those students who have been at university school since their earliest years. These students, lifers, have a special relationship to the school and the school to them. Yesterday morning, they celebrated this relationship at a breakfast at which they received an engraved glass token inscribed with all their names. Afterwards, they were guided to the University School Tower, where they signed their names upon the walls, joining past generations of lifers. Students, please stand when I call your name and remain standing. We will hold our applause until I have concluded reading all names. Ayokor Ayite, Ava Bobbs, Kristen Chu, Matthew Cooper, Jonah DeToro, Matthias Dermond, Spencer Endres, Lexi Epperson, Michaela Fritz, Jack Glussman, Trip Grebe, Grace Hayden, Holly Hayden, Brandon Hicks Becker, Elsa Hinkie. Anna Karadimas. Aishan Cuttacat. Grace Leverett. Sam Mackey. Betsy McGee. David Mock. Brody Muchler. Ellie Norman. Sheila Norzad. Grace Petzold. Caden Polster. Kat Radke. Kellyanne Schrader. Margot Schultz. Victor Simononik. Trevor Smith. Meg Stewart. Flynn Vertz. Ashley Vogel. Joey Wells. And Megan Winters. You may be seated. Now, Mrs. Alice Reed, class of 1972, will present the Cindy Zautke Sportsmanship Award.
I'm truly honored to present this award in honor of my friend Cindy Zautke. This honor recognizes an athlete from either the freshman or sophomore class who has participated on at least 2 teams this school year. The recipient must embody athletic ability, a positive attitude, respectful conduct, and strong leadership. The young man who won this award is not only an athletic talent, but he's driven to be successful and willing to bring others along with him, whether it be on the football field, the basketball court, or baseball diamond. His coaches commend his strong understanding of what it means to be a tremendous teammate. He's one who takes equal joy in another's success, like our Bucks team. For his hard work during the season and in the off-season, and for his devotion to being the best Wildcat he can be, we are proud to announce this year's Cindy Zautke Award winner, Stefan Easley. Is he here? Oh, okay. The female award winner is a fearless athlete who's already brought a high level of passion and intensity to the field hockey, basketball, and lacrosse teams. Always seeking to improve, her coaches commend her insatiable work ethic. They also applaud her aggressiveness and unselfish play, like our Bucks team. So, Wildcat Nation is certainly fortunate to see her don the blue and gold for 3 more years. Congratulations to this year's winner, Molly Jansen. I am also privileged to present the Marion Chester Reed Sportsmanship Award on behalf of my mother. It's given to a graduating senior for overall athletic achievement, good sportsmanship, and leadership. The award goes to the athlete who best exemplifies these qualities through her participation and performance in USM competition. This year's winner, in addition to being an incredible athlete, has helped each team she has been on become successful. As a captain in every sport, she's welcoming and supportive of all her teammates. She listens. In meetings with coaches, her comments are concise and insightful. One coach said, "She's such a positive, fun, and caring person. She pushes the team every day." Another noted that she played whatever position she was needed in, and she never stopped pushing our team to be their best. Congratulations to this year's winner, Lexi Epperson.
Good morning. My name is Marnie Omer, and it's my privilege to be here to present the Henry H. Eline Sportsmanship Award in memory of my grandfather, Henry Eline. The Henry H. Eline Award is given to a graduating senior for overall athletic achievement, good sportsmanship, and leadership. The award goes to an athlete who best exemplifies these qualities through his participation and performance in university schools athletic competition. But make no mistake, these qualities transcend the athletic field into everyday life. Each year's recipient of this award has great potential to achieve all his goals on and off the athletic field. In fact, even though the recipient's upper school career is coming to an end, it is truly just the beginning. This young man is no stranger to university schools' athletic programs. For 4 years, he has participated in both basketball and baseball. And just to up the bar, I think he threw in a little football his senior year. It has been said by one of his coaches that this young man wants the ball. Once the game starts, he goes after it. He brought a hard-working attitude every day. He is a leader, is coachable, and has a tremendous IQ for athletics. Another noted he is a tenacious competitor. He embraces challenges in games and with teammates. And a third added, he brought top talent, maturity, and stability. He was our best athlete this year. It's also interesting to note that most of us, when faced with a game-altering decision that may lead to a team's victory or defeat, may feel somewhat anxious or even freeze or choke. However, this young man lives for these moments. In fact, when asked about it, he grinned and stated, "I love these moments and the adrenaline it gives me." Next year, the Spartans at Aurora University are lucky to have this young man join their basketball team. Congratulations to Keegan Kubicki.
At this time, I would like to call to the stage the House Captains of the Class of 2019, Keegan Kubicki and Ethan Ford, so that they can be recognized. Thank you. And at this time, I would like to honor the 6 prefects of the class of 2019, Trip Grebe, Jack Glussman, Joey Wells, China Backus, Kara Skoland, and Vanessa Goris. Their dedication to their classmates and to the upper school is commendable. They coordinated student council and brought about a range of activities for our student body to enjoy and find meaning in this year. Several of them serve admirably as moderators and lead cheerleaders of the so-called Rowdy Goon Squad. These 6 include state champions for soccer and tennis, a winner of a leadership scholarship in college, and a unified, spirited, and dogged group who helped bring a mariachi band to our hallways and who held the fort, at least for a day. I will fondly remember these leaders because they sought to understand first through inquiry and conversation. They genuinely wanted to be part of the solutions through conversation and dialogue, especially when problems were difficult. They reached out to their peers across the upper school, and they leave a legacy of engagement and camaraderie, and we are better for their leadership. Congratulations to this year's group of prefects. Please join me now on stage. And now, Mrs. Plum to introduce the John Stevens Freshman Citizenship Award.
The John A. Stevens Freshman Citizenship Award. This award, given annually to the outstanding citizen in the freshman class, honors the lifelong commitment to University School of John Stevens. A teacher of history from 1958 to his semi-retirement in 2003, J.S. served as a role model for generations of USM families. To J.S., citizenship meant consistently holding students, colleagues, and the greater school community to high standards in the classroom, in the hallways, and on the playing field. This year's Freshman Citizenship Award winner is an inspiring and altruistic leader. While she is a high-achieving student, she has a cerebral quality that spans well up beyond their academic realm. Her emotional and intellectual depth allow her to fully capture a character she is playing on stage. She is known for both her serious approach to her studies as well as her positive attitude. Her teachers comment that she brings a cheerful and optimistic perspective into the room when she arrives each day. For her outstanding character, evident in every aspect of her school life, we honor Dara Omoloja. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Is that Dara?
This is Dara.
Dara, they're going to have you for 3 more years?
Yeah.
They're very lucky.
Thank you. Stand over here for a picture.
Here's your award right here.
Thank you. Very special. Right over here.
I'm pleased to invite to the stage Mrs. Baker and my former student, class of '84, Margie Stratton, to make the award here.
The Margaret E. Stratton Memorial Sophomore Citizenship Award. This award honors the memory of a young alumna whose character and contributions to Milwaukee Downer Seminary are fondly remembered by family and friends. The award was established by Margaret Stratton's high school classmates as a memorial to her positive attitude, courage, and friendships throughout the school community. The upper school library was funded by a gift from the Stratton family in her memory. The Margaret E. Stratton Sophomore Memorial Citizenship Award is given annually to the outstanding citizen in the sophomore class. And here to tell us about this year's winner is Miss Stratton's niece, Margie Stratton.
It is very significant that for the second year in a row, this young man's classmates have recognized him as the example of what it means to be a good citizen. His teachers commend him for his polite manner, his attentiveness, and his positivity in the classroom, as well as his perseverance in challenging himself. His peers appreciate that he works hard to be inclusive of everyone. For his kind and caring spirit, we present the Margaret E. Stratton Citizenship Award to Kenyon Kirksey.
The Mary P. Hale Junior Citizenship Award. This award, given to the outstanding citizen in the junior class, honors Mary P. Hale's 42 years of dedication at Milwaukee University School and the University School of Milwaukee. Mary Hale served as chair of the English department, assistant head of upper school, girls division head, college counselor, and advisor to the student newspaper during the years 1944 to 1986. This boy is a uniquely thoughtful individual who is the first to volunteer before anyone asks. His kindness sets him apart from his peers. This boy's teachers remark that he is polite and respectful. They note his high-quality character, that he is a role model for many of their children, and relentlessly kind. It is for these reasons and more that we recognize Alvin Pokel as this year's Junior Citizenship Award winner. Next up, Mrs. Plum.
The Peter Engelman Freshman Academic Award. This award, given annually to an outstanding scholar in the freshman class at University School, honors the memory of the founder and first headmaster of the German English Academy, later known as Milwaukee University School. Mr. Engelman taught natural science in addition to serving for 20 years as head of the school from 1851 to 1871. This student possesses an innate curiosity for deep learning, an enthusiasm for ethical leadership, and a sincere commitment to service. Teachers commend him for his close attention to detail, his energy, and his enthusiasm. One noted that his strong academic and leadership abilities have been and will continue to be assets to the upper school. Another praised him for being an active tutor for Operation Dream and for taking the initiative to help organize an end-of-the-year fundraiser in which the basketball team played against the students that they tutored. For his dedication to excellence, we congratulate Zayden Mason. And here to present the Sophomore Academic Award, Sue Baker.
The William Church Sophomore Academic Award. This award, given annually to an outstanding scholar in the sophomore class at University School, honors the memory of William Church, an English and physics teacher at Milwaukee Country Day School and University School from 1935 until 1986. During 51 years, Mr. Church led the school as an academic, a superb mentor, and a coach for 3 sports. This year's winner of the Sophomore Academic Award is, in the words of one of her teachers, the epitome of the oft-cliched Renaissance individual. She combines academic acuity with a propensity to conceptualize and execute both visual and performance art at great depths. A natural leader in the classroom, advising, on the court, and on the stage, this determined, talented, and intrinsically motivated student listens actively with sincere interest to her teachers and peers, positively influencing others without pretense. She is admired not only for her academic success, but for her open mind, quirky sense of humor, and remarkable humility. We congratulate Anna Fitzsimmons. And next up with the Junior Academic Award, Mr. Snyder.
The Doolittle Schrader Junior Academic Award. Founded in 1976, this award is given to an outstanding scholar in the junior class at University School. This award was given by the Elzer and Schrader families, whose members have attended Milwaukee Downer Seminary, Milwaukee Country Day, Milwaukee University School, and the University School of Milwaukee. This award goes to a student who has achieved academic excellence in every subject during his time at USM. Not only does he easily master advanced concepts in science and math, but he also demonstrates a deep understanding of the text and composes incredibly thorough essays in the humanities classes. His teachers agree that this student exhibits an unceasing commitment and passion towards learning and is always an absolute pleasure to teach. Outside the class, he is a leader in many areas: independent science research, Harvard Model Congress, and the World News Program, just to name a few. Congratulations on your academic achievement thus far, Rahul Malik. Next up, Mr. Tevlin.
It is a pleasure and my honor to have with us here today Mrs. Mary Dangle to help present the Spigner Award. Mary's late husband, F.R. Dangle, received this award, which was then known as the Thompson Trophy, in 1953 as a senior at Milwaukee University School. Mary will share with us the same inspirational 6 lines that were once inscribed on the Thompson Trophy and are now inscribed on the Spigner Service and Leadership Award. I will note here that F.R. Dangle lived up to every word of these inspirational 6 lines throughout his entire life. The Frank S. Spigner Service Award for Leadership is given each year to a senior for outstanding service and leadership and for outstanding volunteer service to the USM community and greater Milwaukee community. This award recognizes a student who, over his or her time at USM, demonstrated the spirit of caring, humanitarianism, and volunteerism exemplified by Milwaukee University School headmaster Frank S. Spigner. Frank Spigner was an American history teacher and a headmaster at Milwaukee University School from 1927 to 1954. Spigner inspired generations of students to live up to the following words, which Mary will share with us now.
It's not what you get, but what you give. It's not what you say, but how you live. Giving the world the love it needs, living a life of noble deeds, strong for the right, the good, the true. These are the things worthwhile to you.
The Frank S. Spigner Service and Leadership Award recognizes a senior for outstanding service and leadership in the greater Milwaukee community. This year's recipient was chosen for the personal connection she has made with others in need in Milwaukee. She connected with Grateful Girls Incorporated, a Milwaukee organization aiming to inspire, motivate, and empower women in Milwaukee who have escaped the world of sex trafficking and human trafficking. In her own words, in quotes, "More important than having a vision to a better society is the need for people to make up that better society." With an honor, with congratulations, Jordan Smith. So, yes, Jordan has received a check for $1,000 to go with her to college from the Spigner Award and from the endowment. And now she will give a check of $2,000, to Chandra Cooper, the founder and executive director of Grateful Girls Incorporated.
All together? The picture?
Next up is Elaine Griffin and Miss Roseanne Lyons.
It's always such a pleasure to present this award because Mrs. Roseanne Lyons was a mentor to many current faculty today and also a friend to many of us. The Roseanne Lyons Pearl Award. For 28 years, Roseanne Lyons served as English teacher and head of the upper school. During her tenure, Ms. Lyons was a model of dedication, perseverance, and passion. She inspired students to overcome challenges and to achieve their goals. The Pearl Award honors 2 students from the senior class who have consistently lived up to and exceeded the hopes that Mrs. Lyons had for all students. These honorees have worked to their academic potential, stepped up to lead, shown initiative and followed through, overcome challenges, and finally have inspired others through their own steadfastness. It's my honor to invite Mrs. Lyons to the stage to give her awards.
Good to be back. The first of 2 recipients of the Pearl Award is a leader in every sense of the word. She knows when to lead, when to listen, when to support, and when to challenge. She is incredibly resilient, able to take on challenges, both mental and physical, with all the grit and perseverance of a champion. One of her coaches noted that despite being one of the best players on the team and in the state, she is always ready to support those around her and make the team even better. She takes her dedication beyond the classroom, seeking out teachers and mentors simply because she has a keen desire to learn. She has set an excellent example for all of our students here at USM and has painted a strong portrait of a graduate. This year's recipient of the 2019 Pearl Award is Veda Sane. The next recipient of the Pearl Award has shown tremendous growth and academic maturity during his 4 years in the upper school. He is a talented musician, as demonstrated in his memorable senior speech, where his poignant lyrics brought the theater to its feet. Beyond the classroom, he is a talented basketball player who led the varsity team in rebounds this year, earning him the MVP award and second team all-conference recognition. Not only will he graduate from USM well prepared for his next chapter, but he will do so while having held a part-time job and caring for his younger sister. He possesses a genuine desire to help others and is sensitive to others' feelings and needs. We are proud to recognize Dalen Henderson with the 2019 Pearl Award. Our next presenter is my former STAR student, Mr. Andy Gordon.
Thank you. I don't know about the STAR, but the Alumni Key Award is presented to that new graduate of university school whose character and outstanding school record is deemed most representative of the qualities necessary to provide leadership to his or her community and best exemplifies the alumni of this organization. This year, we are proud to present the Alumni Key Award to two students. The first recipient of this year's Alumni Key Award is not difficult to locate. He fills the halls with a broad smile on his face and a boisterous hello. He exudes an intoxicating energy, an energy strong enough to lift the mood of any class, any locker room, or any event he attends. With the signature style, he has become a leader of the upper school. His coaches and teachers not only appreciate his enthusiasm, but also commend his creativity and empathy towards others. He cares about his classmates, allowing them the space to celebrate the unique talent each of them brings to USM. With heartfelt words and a unifying attitude, he captained 2 state championship teams this year and a house that is as strong as an arrow. For his maturity, goodwill, and ethical leadership, the USM Alumni Association is honored to present the Alumni Key Award to Ethan Ford. Teachers and coaches describe the second recipient of this year's Alumni Key Award as an ever-present leader both in the classroom and on the field. They admire her talent, focus, and passion. In the classroom, she combines enthusiastic and insightful participation with a willingness to listen and to learn from her classmates. A 3-sport, 3-captain athlete, her coaches have praised her as the type of captain a coach always needs, acting as a mature liaison between players and coaches. She sets high expectations for herself and her teammates and leads by example to inspire her teammates to meet those expectations. Her drive and passion are complemented by her ability to be empathetic towards her peers, to be inclusive, and to help others. She truly personifies what it means to be a graduate of USM. The USM Alumni Association is honored to present the Alumni Key Award to Michaela Fritz. Here to present the Trustees Cup is the President of the Board of the Trustees, Andrew Petzold.
Good morning. The Trustees Cup is awarded to 2 members of the senior class who, in the opinion of his and her classmates and the faculty, have fulfilled the school's ideals of leadership, integrity, and loyalty. The female recipient of this year's Trustees Cup Award is the prime example of a leader, learner, and citizen. As a prefect, she's been a force for good. She genuinely cares about her community, and her ability to influence arises from this ethic of care. As a learner, she is not only an exceptional student, but perceives her greatest accomplishment in the classroom to be her ability to learn and understand the material. Teachers and coaches commend her for her grit and determination, and when situations got tough for her, she got tougher, never afraid to ask teachers or classmates a probing question fire up her teammates, or deliver the game-winning spike, this model citizen had the courage to transform herself and in turn our school. USM is honored to award this year's Trustees Cup to China Bacchus. Our male Trustees Cup Award winner has served the USM community as an athletic captain, a house captain, and as a prefect. As a student athlete, his ability to communicate with his teammates and coaches is commendable. The ability to speak one's mind while having the confidence and maturity to handle various types of discussions with respect and tact is not an easy skill, but he has handled the various challenges he's encountered with grace and poise. As a house captain, he worked hard to improve student engagement and continued to strengthen the house program's impact on student life. As a prefect, students looked to him for direction. His charisma and his ability to connect with many people made him an ideal leader for the upper school. We're honored to award this year's Trustees Cup to Trip Greeby.
Thank you all for being with us as we honor these students in the class of 2019. And I think it is fitting to give them one more big round of applause. Classes of 2020, 21, and 2022, I urge you to continue to strive toward excellence and hard work and give yourselves fully to your school and your studies. Class of 2019, again, thank you for your good work, your effort, and the example you have set. Immediately following this assembly, I invite parents, award winners, families, presenters, and faculty to join us in the Jack Olson Commons for a reception. And with that, this honors assembly is concluded. We are dismissed.